It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. This is your host, Amy Blair Lawson. Today's episode is entitled Giddy Up, the Year of the Fire Horse. There are years that ask us to be quiet and reflective. And then there are years that look at you straight in the eye and say, enough, it's time. For women over 50, 2026, the year of the fire horse, is that kind of year. After the deep, introspective year of the snake in 2025, this year arrives like a spark in dry wood, bold and bright and impossible to ignore. If last year felt like shedding or slowing down or quietly reevaluating your life, this year is about reclaiming your power and your voice and your wild, untamed self. What the fire horse means, especially after 50. In Chinese astrology, the horse is all about movement and independence and courage. Add the element of fire, and you get something even more potent. You get the fire horse, a symbol of passion and rebellion and reinvention. For women over 50, this isn't about chaos. We've had enough of that. It's about finally living life on your terms. This energy supports you if you are questioning the shoulds you've carried for decades, or feeling done with shrinking or apologizing or dimming your light. It also supports you if you're ready to start a second or third act that feels aligned with who you are now. The fire horse doesn't ask for permission. It asks, what would you do if you stopped playing small? While this year is the year of the fire horse, last year was the year of the snake. So we're going from shedding to showing up. To really feel the shift, think back to 2025, the year of the snake. The snake is all about shedding skin that no longer serves us. It's about releasing old identities and seeing in the dark. Many women over 50 felt a pull to simplify their lives, or a desire to let go of roles that no longer fit, such as caretaking and peacekeeping and people-pleasing, or a private, quiet kind of transformation that is often invisible from the outside. You might have ended or redefined a relationship, or started thinking seriously about retirement or relocation or a new career, or gotten honest about your health and your time and your energy. That was snake energy. It's inner work and quiet endings and deep truths. Now, 2026 is here, and the fire horse arrives with very different instructions, very different energy. Where snake energy said, go inward and release and trust, fire horse energy says, go outward and act and express. If last year felt like preparing behind the scenes, this year is stepping onto the stage. Not for others' approval, but for your own liberation. After 50, we're often told we should slow down. We should fade into the background. We should age gracefully, which is usually code for become smaller and quieter. But fire horse energy laughs at that. This year's energy invites you to change your mind about what's quote-unquote too late, or walk away from commitments that drain you. It invites you to start something brand new at 52 or 63 or 79, whether it be business or art or study or love. This energy invites you to own the fact that you are allowed to want more, not less. You may notice a restlessness with routines that feel lifeless, or sudden clarity about who and what no longer fits. Or you may notice a strong urge to travel or learn or create or launch something of your own. Whatever it is, pay attention. This isn't a midlife crisis. It's a midlife awakening. The fire horse simply gives you the courage to admit it. In terms of career and purpose and money, many women over 50 are asking, what now? The kids are grown and the corporate ladder feels less appealing, and your tolerance for meaningless work is at an all-time low. Fire horse energy supports career changes or unretirement into more purposeful work. It supports starting a heart-centered business, such as coaching or wellness or creative services or consulting. It supports turning decades of experience into something of your own, be it programs or books or online platforms. It supports saying a clear no to environments that don't respect your wisdom and your time. Last year's snake energy may have nudged you to reflect by asking yourself, is this really how I want to spend the next 20 or 30 years? This year's fire horse energy says, do something about it. You don't have to be reckless, however. Think of it as brave but wise risk-taking. Small, bold steps taken consistently that build a life that feels like you. In terms of relationships and boundaries, fire horse energy is about truth and freedom. For women over 50, this can look like no longer pretending to be fine when you're not, or renegotiating dynamics in long-term partnerships. It can look like releasing relationships based on obligation rather than genuine connection, or calling in friendships that match your growth, not the past version of you. You might find you have less patience for being taken for granted, or emotional labor that goes unacknowledged, or one-sided relationships where you are always the helper or the fixer or the listener. Firehorse isn't cruel, it's honest. This year supports loving boundaries and relationships built on mutual respect and autonomy and real intimacy, not performance. When it comes to your health in this fiery year, fire brings energy, but it can also bring burnout if you're not mindful. For women over 50, this year asks you to care for your body as an ally, not an obstacle. You can support your fire horse energy in several ways. You can choose movement that feels alive, not punishment, such as walking or dancing, or strength training or hiking or swimming. You can prioritize sleep and recovery and calming your nervous system just as much as productivity. You can nourish your body with foods that steady your energy and support your hormones. You can listen when your body whispers so it doesn't have to scream. You may feel more emotionally intense this year too, especially when it comes to wasted time and ignored dreams and self-betrayal. But instead of turning that emotional intensity against yourself, let it be fuel. But don't be mad at your past self. Just be done with abandoning yourself. Say it out loud. I'm not mad at my past self. I'm just done abandoning myself. When it comes to spiritual growth and identity, the year of the fire horse is less about floating above life and more about fully inhabiting it. You get to decide who you are now. For women over 50, this can be a profound reclamation of your voice and your desires and the parts of you that were shelved for motherhood or marriage or caregiving or survival. You may feel called to explore new spiritual practices or reconnect with creativity as a form of prayer or release beliefs about aging that keep you small. Beliefs such as, I'm too old for that, or it's selfish to focus on me, or any other limiting beliefs that have held you back. This year, ask one powerful question. What would my life look like if I gave myself full permission? The fire horse is spiritual in a grounded, fiery way. It says, your soul didn't come here to be quiet background music. Your soul came here to lead from center stage. So how do you work with fire horse energy in your daily life? First, know you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You can channel this energy in grounded, practical ways. First, choose one brave decision, big or small. Have a conversation you've been putting off, or set a boundary that needs to be set, or start a new project. Second, stop waiting for permission. At this stage, you are the permission. Third, create something that's just for you. Take a class or a trip, or start a side business or creative project. Fourth, surround yourself with women who are also expanding. Your circle is your mirror. And last but not least, release one should that's weighed you down for years. Whatever it is, just drop it. And notice the energy that returns. Think of 2025 as the year you took off the old armor. And think of 2026 as the year you discover how far you can go without it. Historically, fire horse years were sometimes feared, especially for girls, because the energy was seen to be quote-unquote too strong and too rebellious. Now it's the opposite. Now we celebrate being strong-willed and independent and being impossible to control. And I'm using air quotes over here. Today, women over 50 are rewriting that story. The traits that once made you too much are precisely what make you an outstanding leader or guide or pioneer for the women coming behind you. You are not past your prime, my friend. You are past your people-pleasing. So here's a fire horse blessing for your next chapter. As you step into this year of the fire horse, imagine your 20-year-old self watching you now. She doesn't care about your wrinkles or your titles or your to-do list. She just wants to know 3 things. Did you follow your truth? Did you love fully, including yourself? And did you stop living for other people's opinions and start living for your soul? This year, you get to answer her. So let 2026 be the year you say the thing and start the thing and end the thing and become the woman you always knew you were. The snake helped you shed. Now let the fire horse help you rise. Wishing you peace and plenty of rising with the fire. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray and fiery girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.